It's 2025. And it's the first installment of the year of the Nintendo Switch Kick the Bucket Countdown. Now, since the last time we hosted the Nintendo Switch Kick the Bucket Countdown, I love that every time, we've gotten a lot of information. We've gotten actual information. We've got so used to reporting on nothing and grasping at straws that now we live in a post-Switch 2 reveal world. Granted, we still know very little about the bigger console that could, but it's just fun to look back on the concept of this show. What we know so far is that there's going to be a Nintendo Direct on April 2nd. That's a Wednesday. So close. Nintendo Switch Kick the Bucket Countdown. Every Thursday. Every Thursday. We could also assume that there's going to be getting a Pokemon Presents in February on Pokemon Day. It's almost been a full calendar year since they showed us Pokemon Legends ZA, and it's about time we learn anything. I hope Stunfisk made it in the game. There's going to be a Nintendo Switch 2 hands-on event in various places in the first week of April after the Direct, mainly in New York. And I say mainly because that's the closest to me, but that's also where they host events in New York at Nintendo World. The reason we host this show every Thursday, the Nintendo Switch Kick the Bucket Countdown, it isn't because I like Nintendo or play video games or even tolerate any of you. It's because I want to be a journalist. That's right, it's time to report on the news again. The news have returned. That was supposed to go by once and then stop, but it seems that that's really distracting, actually. I was gonna say, like, oh, I'll just let it move. It was supposed to go by one time. Is it playing the sound effect each time? Okay, stop. Stop it. Stop. Stop it. Are we done? Alright, it got it out of its system. Rareware artist Kevin Bayliss comments on Donkey Kong in Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, saying the design he made in the 90s had Battletoad eyes, and that if he designed DK today, he would take expressiveness into even more consideration. While I disagree with our previous incarnation of DK being deemed not expressive, I mean, just look at Super Smash Bros. And the Expand Dong. Look at this earlier design, like this. Bridging the gap between the Rareware one we've seen and the older Donkey Kong design. The artist responsible for Country Donkey Kong saying that if he had a chance to change anything, it would be the eyes. Sort of lines up with the glimpses of DK we've seen in the new Mario Kart, which, by the way, I refuse to name Mario Kart 9 until we get the official title. I don't think it's going to be Mario Kart 9. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Shut the music off. Do you smell that? That stink. That stench. It's in the air. I could smell it. A smell I haven't smelt in ages. It can't be. Could it be? Oh my, it is? That's right, fuck you! It's time to cover our first bogus Smash Bros. Leak of the new Switch era. I'm gonna do that button every time. Ignore what you just saw, that is not real. I gotta tell you, I fucking missed this a lot. That being said, I don't believe this at all. Super Smash Bros. Nintendo Switch 2 rumor reveals new character and 2026 release date. Is it still looping the news? It is looping the news, huh? Alright, well, enough of that. The first Super Smash Bros. Nintendo Switch 2 rumor is here, and from an all-too-familiar source, whatever that means. 8 games have been officially announced for the Nintendo Switch 2 so far. I don't know if that is true. Wait, what 8 games? Yuka Replay? Okay, we did know about this. I'm pretty sure Kevin Bayliss worked on that game, so it's bringing it full circle. And only one of them has been from Nintendo. I don't even know if that's officially announced. That one Nintendo game is the new Mario Kart, which we don't even have a title for. Suffice to say, Nintendo is keeping its cards close to the chest at the moment. There is no Nintendo Switch 2 release date, Nintendo Switch 2 price, any announced Nintendo Switch 2 games. The expectation is Nintendo will reveal all on April 2nd, 2025. With the first ever Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. Until then, prepare for lots of rumors, including Super Smash Bros. Rumors. It's been a while since there was a Super Smash Bros. Rumor. Before Super Smash Bros. Ultimate was revealed, though, Nintendo fans were flooded with rumors about the next game. And when it was revealed and released, there were still constant rumors about characters and DLC characters alike. It was non-stop. A lot of rumors ended up not being true, obviously, but some of the most random and dubious rumors did end up being true. Many forget, but Super Smash Bros. Ultimate having every previous character from every previous game leaked on 4chan before it was revealed. So did the addition of Ridley. Both of these were leaked by an anonymous 4chan leaker the day before they were revealed. They were also said by Vergaben. It was the most infamous Super Smash Bros. Ultimate leak. I don't know if it is the most infamous. So perhaps it's fitting that the first Super Smash Bros. Nintendo Switch 2 rumor is from 4chan, where it is being claimed by an anonymous leaker that the new Super Smash Bros. Game for the new Nintendo console is releasing summer 2026. So the rest of this article just goes on to describe the leak, but I think we could just, like, look at it here. From a reliable source, of course. Like, it's 4chan. There's never been incorrect information on 4chan. Titled Super Smash Bros. For Switch 2. Working title is simply Super Smash Bros. 6. So I already don't believe this, because that's not fucking true. We know internally that Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and for 3DS are count as different games. Even though we know they're the same game and different ports of that same game. Internally, if Sakurai is still manning this game, we will learn more about that later. This would not be Smash 6, this would be Smash 7, because Smash Ultimate is Smash 6, because Smash 4 is 3DS, and Smash 5 is Wii U. Super Smash Bros. 5 Wii U. Currently slated for summer 2026. I might believe that. Maybe we're just going off of conventional wisdom of what we learned in the previous hype cycle, but I'm gonna assume we're gonna get another March or February reveal next year, and then it'll be released at the end of the year. It'll be the big holiday game, maybe December, probably November. All of the roster is back. Sakurai wanted to do some cuts by Bandai Namco, and Nintendo decided not to in the end. I would believe that Nintendo and Bandai don't want to cut any of the characters, and Sakurai would. I believe that they believe that. I don't believe that all of the roster will be back. One, because, you know, maybe I just don't want to get my hopes up. Even if it's an exact port of Ultimate, even if the game is 1-to-1 released on a new console, you would still need to renegotiate the rights of all the characters. And Smash Bros. Is bigger than it's ever been, but I don't know. I think there's a possibility that some character, maybe Disney and Square were like, we don't want to do Sora this time around. Or Microsoft is like, we're not doing anything with Banjo, remove Banjo. Something like that. You need the go-ahead from all of these companies to bring back all of their characters. Characters like Kazuya and Pac-Man are easy to keep because Bandai's working on the game. Some characters have had big changes to their moveset. Link has powers from Tears of the Kingdom, incorporated into his special moves. I think that's possible. I don't know if it's specifically Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know what that would be, other than, like, the teardrop going through the stage. I think I said this before even this leak, that I believe there are going to be some characters that get a redesign, not only with their movesets, but their designs. And yeah, they say also Ganondorf is now his Tears of the Kingdom self. I expect that. This says Samus has the dash from Metroid Dread. If anything were to be added to Samus from Metroid Dread, I would assume it would be the counter. I'm still locking that in. Ryu and Ken look like their Street Fighter 6 versions. Bayonetta has her Bayo 3 design. Kazuya, has his Tekken 8 design. Donkey Kong looks like the movie design. Now, when is this leak from? Do we know? January 19th. Okay, so this is after they already showed off Mario Kart. So this person's saying, Donkey Kong looks like movie Donkey Kong. Doesn't mean anything because we already saw that in the Mario Kart trailer or teaser. Also, this is from 4chan. Art style is pretty similar to Ultimate, but with improved lighting and more expressive characters and facial animations. Oh boy, I want to see that Donkey Kong facial. Stage count has been cut down to 50 to 55 stages to focus on other things like bringing back trophies. That's strange. If the art style is pretty similar to Ultimate, if it's not 1-to-1, and they moved over most of the characters and redesigned them, I don't know why you would cut stages to focus on other aspects. I think if you're bringing back all the characters from Ultimate, you might as well bring back all the stages. My actual prediction for Smash 7 is that they're going to cut a ton of stages and cut a ton of characters, but then add a ton of new stages and add a ton of new characters. But the interpretation this green text is working off of is that it is 1-to-1 carryover from Ultimate, where all the characters are carrying over. It seems strange not to take all the stages. Trophies are back and have detailed descriptions. You get them for completing missions, doing arcade mode, and other random tasks. Hoping for that. Adventure mode is like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's world map and spirit fights, but with Subspace Emissary story and cutscenes. Basically, apparently there's over like an hour of cutscenes just like Brawl. That would be cool, but that's... listen, nobody here believes this. I don't think anyone of us believe this. I just think it's fun to look at these, and now I can update live as I'm going through these bogus Smash Bros. Leaks instead of looking back after the fact. This is historical record. But this is what everyone puts in their predictions. What's interesting here is that the only newcomers for the base game are, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 launch characters with DLC for day one a la Piranha Plant. So this is less characters than Ultimate. In a longer amount of time that it took Ultimate to develop. Like by a year or so. If the only upgrades for the new game, if it's exactly like Ultimate but with a story mode and trophies, I like both of those things, but I don't know. We've waited 2018, December 2018, so 7 years. We're coming up on 7 years since the last Smash game. I want something new. The characters listed are, by the way, generic Reddit-ass 4chan post. Waluigi. I do think that's possible. I actually think it's quite likely, but that's the first character you list. Toon Zelda. I think that's ridiculous. If you're only adding 7 characters, why would one of them be a clone that's just smaller? And of all the Zelda characters to add, why Toon Zelda? If you're gonna do Wind Waker, just do Tetra. It doesn't make sense unless we believe that they're porting over Wind Waker Remake, but this doesn't coincide with anything the Zelda team has been doing recently. Noah and Mio, I had to look this up. They are from Xenoblade. I listed these as 2 separate characters, because if not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's only 6. But they might be a duo character, like either the Ice Climbers or a transformation character like Pyra and Mithra. But I'm pretty sure these are 2 separate characters that don't transform into each other from Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Again, I have never played a Xenoblade. This means nothing to me. I have played a Pokemon, Armarouge and Ceruledge. I don't think this is going to be a duo character. I think this is going to be like Wario, where 4 of the skins are Armarouge and 4 of the skins are Ceruledge. I keep wanting to say Skeledirge. And they each have 4 alts. Soul Bad Guy from Guilty Gear, I believe. And then Crash Bandicoot and Paper Mario will be day 1 DLC. This says DLC for day 1 buyers, so like probably before, if the game comes out holiday. This says summer 26, so I don't know when the cutoff would be. Like Piranha Plant. I believe Paper Mario. I believe Waluigi. We're probably going to get a Xenoblade and a Pokemon, but I don't know if these are the ones. I agree that it's probably Xenoblade and Pokemon. Maybe a Fire Emblem, who fucking knows. But Crash Bandicoot in base game is crazy. That seems like a DLC pick. It's one of 2 third-party characters. So those are the list of the fake leaks. I do not believe any of this. I think this 4chan leak is bullshit. I think the only real news is Kevin Bayless talking about Donkey Kong's design. Even if we aren't believing it, assuming that we are playing by the Smash Bros. Speculation rules put in place by the Natter Chamber, our character speculation as of January 30th, 2025 looks like this. Crash Bandicoot, Toon Zelda, Noah, Mio, Soul Bad Guy, Ceruledge, Armarouge, Paper Mario, Waluigi. The more bogus leaks we get, the more I'll talk about and the more I'll add them to our board. I haven't even done my speculation yet. I would love to add characters to this. I've wasted enough of your time. Let's play some dang Donkey Kong. The game they would much rather promote over the Nintendo Switch 2 as a part of the Nintendo Switch Kick the Bucket Countdown. It really is good to be back. Alright, I'm glad you guys like the blazer, because now I got my Lumen badge. As soon as I take this off, I'm gonna... Hold on. Oh, who came in my pants?